Devon tried to steal Josh Peck's girlfriend, apparently.
Yeah, what was up with that, dude?
Tell me about that.
He told me you went up to his girlfriend and said, I'm a mechanic, but I want to pop that clitoral hood.
That's not just friendly conversation.
Apparently not.
That's not just making small talk with a friend's girlfriend.
And that's how
I thought
Next
it was.
Declassified got canceled, guys. So
I like-
that's third season.
Josh did it?
Hollywood is a
Yeah.
crazy place.
Speak once about my toilet and you're off the show, all right? What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 147 of Dropouts. This week we have my childhood on the podcast from Declassified School Survival Guide, not now podcast. What is going on, guys? Introduce yourselves if you want to. If you don't, get up and leave. Who cares? You know?
did.
Wow, it's
Who are
been
we?
great talking to you.
It really doesn't matter.
Turn up. What's up, guys? Daniel Curtis Lee, a.k.a. Cookie, from your childhood. Turn up.
There we go.
Lindsey Shaw, a.k.a. Mose from your childhood.
Devon Werkheiser, a.k.a. Ned Bigby, your boy from childhood.
Hell yeah. Hit some intro music, Alyssa, if you know where the button is. There she goes. Killing it.
Yes.
Drop the beat, Dropouts.
Yes, ma'am.
You produced this?
Yeah.
Hey, I did.
Smack it.
Whoa, stay over there, man.
I did
Jared
it.
did
Don't let him take any of the credit for that.
Okay.
You record fat beats, my guy?
I do.
I like this. I like you already.
You do? You do? Didn't watch the show growing up, so.
Okay, he's gonna out me right in the beginning.
Wow, never mind. Thought we had something.
He's like, who the hell are you guys?
No, okay. So I didn't. I was a Nick kid growing up.
Doesn't seem like it.
But I don't know how this one like flew under my radar. I don't.
What were your shows?
I loved like Drake and Josh.
Oh, yeah?
Okay, which was the same
same
time.
era.
Yep.
Same
Yep.
era. That's the thing. I
Yep.
don't know. I was obsessed and like SpongeBob, obviously. You know, Jimmy Neutron.
Obviously, the cartoons.
Obviously,
He
the
hears the
cartoons.
intro and he's like, oh, turn this crap off. What is this?
What do you hate about them on a fundamental level?
I
Yeah,
don't.
right, it has
But
to be.
here's the thing. Like prepping for this podcast, I started watching the show. I was like, I would have fucking loved this as a kid.
Right.
Well, what do you think now as an adult?
No, I still think, okay, like I said, didn't watch it, but something something that I really appreciate about it is the humor that goes on in the background of it, like the subtle nuances.
Yes.
Like in the third episode, right, Cookie, you have the airplane.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah.
Mr. Sweeney is like, you think you're gonna have a dangerous projectile in my hallway? And meanwhile, in the background, there's kids carrying a fucking nuke through the hallway.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
It's like that sort of stuff I really appreciate. And I was like, I wish shows and like cartoons and stuff now had that,
Yeah.
you know, had
Oh,
that
yeah.
feel.
When you're on a show that is for the masses, except for Jared, are you also watching the network? Were there any shows you guys were watching at that age that were fundamental?
All American kids were watching like Nick and Disney, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
Like
yeah.
you said, like SpongeBob
Yeah.
for sure.
A lot
Drake
of kids
and Josh.
chose, though. Did you guys choose Nick or Disney?
No.
Whatever came on for me.
Yeah?
No, I'm going to be honest with you. All I remember watching in childhood is Charmed reruns, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
And I think that was like on some other network, like even TNT, perhaps. So I don't know. I didn't really choose.
I watched Nick and Disney. I mean, Avatar: The Last Airbender, one of my favorite series
The show,
ever,
yeah.
was coming out while we were on the show. That show I still rewatch and love.
It's probably the second best Nick show to ever come out. If I was to say it. Yeah, I mean,
What was the first for you?
Yeah. what's the
Drake and
first?
Josh, obviously. I mean, no. Oh, but because you guys are on an S tier, those are just tiers above. You know, you're not even on the ranking
That's
system.
what I'm saying.
Wait, then I would actually have to say that I'm a Disney kid because Wizards of Waverly Place and Hannah Montana kept me company during some dark
That
solo
was-
missions into the night.
You
Like,
were
dark.
You were well beyond the age.
That age, right? I thought you were older than those guys. Oh,
Drugs cause regression, my dude.
Yes.
You will never
Yes.
feel crazier than when you are railing lines and listening to Selena Gomez talk to David Henry about what you're gonna do about
How do you think they got their powers?
not letting
Yeah.
exactly
Yeah.
like
They're
all on just
wild.
like PCP.
But I like
Wow.
I mean that was on repeat on those nights.
I like to
Doing
think
something
that
weird.
Wizards of Waverly Place was just like a family sitcom where there were no powers, but since you were railing lines, you're like, there's magic in the show.
Whoa.
So
It's
drug
amazing. That's low-key why I think I have a trauma bond with Selena Gomez. Like I would ride for her. Like she get me fucking
You're like,
company.
you don't understand.
Yeah, she get me company.
You got me through the dark.
She really did.
Yeah.
So dark past, huh?
shout out Selena though.
Yeah.
Do you want to Was it? When did you get into drugs? If I
He's like, I can let you keep going now.
had to ask that question.
Well, I smoked the weeds for the first time with Rob Pinkston, Coconut Head.
That's where it starts. Yeah.
Coconut Head
So
seems
he's
like the
the
guy that
segue.
gets you into
Coconut
it.
Head is a
Obviously.
gateway drug.
Gateway.
Yeah. That sounds like a strain. Like coconut
Right?
head. Did you try
Coconut
the
Head.
coconut
It
head?
was the Coconut Head,
Yeah.
yo. It was a bad batch. No, but then, just went through some shit and then started hanging out with some people and then made weed an everyday thing and then started experimenting with those club drugs. And then, that was a riot. And I just didn't have any friends who were of the mindset that there needed to be any boundaries on that. And I probably wouldn't have been hanging out with those people anyway.
Like these nerds right here.
Yeah, basically.
Hanging out with us.
But like drugs was like the first time I like rebelled, period.
Yeah.
Like from anything. So I went pretty hard. That became my identity for a while. I would work on and off, and so like that would keep me sober and then not and
Do you think you were a better time back then?
much.
Okay.
I was definitely not putting people's toilet seats down.
Oh no. Okay. Let's talk about.
Oh my
this.
God. I remember. Sorry, this is the last drug story. So I was in Vancouver and I don't know, like somebody who worked in the office that I had seen all the time. And she was like, come here. And like goes into the bathroom and she like just spills this blow like out on the like back of a toilet without hesitation.
That's why you put it down.
Without hesitation. I was like,
Hell yeah.
back of a public toilet.
This wasn't-
I was like, whatever it is, I will have it.
This wasn't fentanyl days. You were good to go.
Yeah,
Like,
right?
That stuff was regulated
Right?
back then. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have these lovely cast members in our home. Actually, it's where we film, and two of them have been delightful. Then Lindsey,
Yeah.
decided to go into our restroom and judge us for our toilet placement. I always thought the seat so the lovely woman can sit down and
Right.
release was
Right.
great, but you want double seat down.
I want double seat down, and not just for women, for all of us.
Okay,
I don't want you
that's
to be
equality.
possessed by a bad spirit.
No,
I don't
that's
want you to
feminism.
develop bronchitis from sucking fucking shit particles floating around in your air.
If it makes you feel better, you're the only one that's used that restroom in probably months.
Yeah, that is true.
You guys don't use the restroom in your own house?
Not down here. We're more in our room people.
Yeah.
What about you
Oh,
guys?
you poop in your room.
Wow.
Well, yeah.
Is there like a
So-
chute you put that in, or
I mean, it's a bag that we have our.
it's a communal bag?
Bag
Or
that
plastic.
we pass around.
You think we hire an assistant not to like take our poop outside and put it into? Come on.
Wow.
Yeah, we're on top
Wow.
over here. I'm glad you're not, dead from your drugs. That's good.
I mean,
How long? How
we'll
long?
never know.
How long have you been almost clean?
Like a year and 7 months.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah.
What about you guys? You ever experiment in the old, the old coconut head?
Got any Burning Man stories?
Actually, never Coconut Head, but yeah, I've had my fun.
Hell yeah.
It never became a giant.
Yeah, we know you never had any fucking drug issues ever. Yeah, fucking get it. You're boring.
Well, I feel like some people get to experiment, and it's just that. It's just like a fun experiment. You get to kind of rebel a little, have a good experience, and you're fine. And you don't go, I'm going to do this every single day of my life forever.
You guys had a couple kissing scenes in the show, and then Daniel, you texted me before this. Well, you said to ask this. She was doing so much coke when you guys kissed. You sniffed it up your nose, and that was the first time you got high.
That is a true story.
Yeah.
That is a true story.
Wow. That brought you guys together.
Hollywood is a
Yeah.
crazy place.
It was, yeah.
Oh, it brought us together. I was like, I love you. Let me tell you my entire life story.
Do this.
Did you guys have any ever, even if it was guest stars, just like really big crushes while you're on? Just like, I can marry this person.
Yeah, well, they kept.
Oh, here, bring your mic closer.
Mic sounds. Oh my God.
Oh, we didn't think it was gonna be you.
You can lean
guys.
back.
Me, I was
You seem like the
guy.
responsible
Dang
one.
it.
You guys.
Man, as far as like crushes that came onto the show, I mean, Cookie always had a bunch of like random like girlfriends that they would add. But Logan Browning, I don't know if you guys know her. She was in like Dear White People. But she was like my main like girlfriend throughout like 3rd season. So that was like a huge one for me.
Was that the one where you're double dating?
Yeah, double dating. So Rachel Sibner, who played Lisa Zemo, is Lisa Zemo, and then why do I forget her name? Vanessa was the character's name.
Gotcha.
So Cookie doing the double date. Yeah, Cookie, little
Yeah,
womanizer.
he had a crush on her.
You
Yo, we were all really obsessed Like that,
she's just
no.
naturally gorgeous.
Just with the theme of the show, like with crushes and stuff. Like that was such a.
We were at that hormonal
Yeah,
age,
it's middle
man. It's
school.
middle
Like, you're just
school,
running
early high
rampant.
school.
Whatever has
Everyone had little crushes around each other. Like for sure.
I forgot how much of that was like driven by that. That's like a fundamental
like
part of the
who's
show.
flirting
It's
with
in
who
every show.
and who's
Yeah.
got a little crush on.
Cookie even falls in love with his teacher.
Oh
Like,
yeah. It's in style.
It's in
Oh yeah.
It's in style.
Yeah, have you guys ever had moments like that where you like fell in love with the teacher or just was super turned on by a teacher?
Well, my principal used to rail through the senior class, but yeah, he's no longer there. Is that what you
I
meant?
assume he's in prison now, right?
Wow.
That's kinda
They
what
were
I meant, but,
seniors?
He's not in prison. He's on the school board now.
Oh my god!
and
That's
that's
where
a
they go to
true
die.
story.
No
It's
way.
okay. Yeah, we're spit sisters.
Do you want to shout this guy
Oh,
out
dear.
by name?
Then he won't be able to do what he loves.
Oh, okay, you're right. Yeah,
Oh
don't
my
ruin his
God.
dreams.
Joking, guys.
Underage.
Oh my
I hope
god!
so. I hope so.
No.
Let's just move on from this.
Yeah, let's move on from underage.
Too many things that get canceled over.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Sorry. This is a very cancelable show.
Oh, okay.
Well, when you're, I guess, in the realm of being young and then kissing people on set and dating, do the lines blur in your head? Like, wait, did I get a crush on them since it was written in there?
As kids, it's just happening anyways, but that happens on sets as adults. Is
Yeah.
like the lines do blur. That happens fully. You and I talked about it. Dan
Yeah.
was like, "No, I've never had a crush." Except for
I was
when I
like,
was a
I don't
kid."
mix that shit.
But no, when I have to like be in love with someone for a month on the movie and our scenes are super intimate and like you're vulnerable and you're on location, you're not in your normal life, your normal routine, man, crushes are flying all the time, man.
Like, how do you not?
How do you
know?
not?
Yeah,
It's you kind of need those feelings to film. So then afterwards, you're like, is this real? You have to get good at not being attached to them when the movie's over. Just
It's so
hug
fucking
and
confusing.
say goodbye and let the feelings go, man.
I couldn't imagine, because if you're like really getting into your character and you're feeling those emotions,
Yeah.
you know, like you said, it's just like it's hard to forget what
Yeah.
you were feeling for the last month. I don't know how people like Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis or whatever can watch like Friends with Benefits or No Strings Attached. Like that's just blows
I mean,
my mind.
I'm
And why
sorry.
they didn't just do it together?
because they know how technical it is. Like it's
Yes.
just not romantic unless you kind of have a crush on the person. Then it can kind of be cool.
But also, like, I'm sorry to Jennifer Aniston, but have you watched Mr. and Mrs. Smith, the movie that Brad Pitt and Angelina got
Yeah.
together on?
There's some
You're
fire
watching
in
it
that
like,
movie.
Yeah,
oh
they're
my
falling in
God,
actual love right
do
now.
it. Do it for real.
That was one of my
they
first
did.
sexual awakenings.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mr. and Mrs. Smith?
Oh, did you see her in that movie?
Oh, she was fire.
Oh,
I think about it.
I thought him.
I thought
I'm trying to come around to it. It is 2023. I
Daddy
apologize.
Pitt, dude.
Daddy
Ooh.
Pitt. Get inside that pit, huh?
hey,
Hey, the cockpit.
See
Am I
that
right?
pit.
Okay. Jared, are you?
Yeah.
Did you fall in love? Is that why you fell in love with Alyssa? Because of proximity?
what are you talking about?
I'm just trying to set it up, man. You guys are great together. Let's get back to the show, huh? It's about them.
What's your side of the story, though? So 3 a.m. with Alyssa. She's
No,
the
there's
sister.
no 3 a.m. with Alyssa. That's my side of the
time.
story.
The semantics of the time doesn't matter. Okay, 2 a.m.,
Wow.
4 a.m.
He's just doing this because her mom listens to the podcast and she always
her
gets
mom?
no.
Nice.
You are a rat
now
bastard.
Yeah, Jared.
Her mom's a different story.
Oh, Jared.
Hey,
Sorry,
nice.
Alyssa
Okay.
usually has a mic, but lovely toilet seat stole it over here.
Alyssa's mic.
I thought it was
I
hosted
wanted
by
to
the
hear
three
her
of you.
opinion, too. She got my mic.
I know. I will take. I will push him out of the way.
You mind hitting the buttons over there and just?
I could press some buttons.
Listen, when Zach reached out, I said, "Are you sure you want to have all three of us on the pod? Because it's
You
going
were
be
trying to just get it for you.
No, just it's going to be total chaos. And do you want to wrangle all that?
Do you know how
And
much
he
easier
said,
it is for me
I'm
though?
down. Yeah.
Because I get to sit here. This is my job. You guys just do my job for me.
Right.
Just pretend it's your podcast. Do another episode. Make it good, and we're good to go.
Perfect.
Oh, we had Josh Peck on like how long? A few months ago.
yeah.
Who
Devon tried to steal Josh Peck's girlfriend, apparently.
Yeah, what was up with that, dude?
Tell me about that.
Caused a lot of
because
beef.
He swears
Lot of
he
beef.
did not. But I want to know what happened. 'cause
Lot of
Josh was
beef.
A
cool
little
cat.
home wrecker over there.
Smell her perfume.
He's like, don't do that.
I
Don't do
did
that.
not.
What does she smell like,
He was
Devin?
accused. He's been accused.
I did not.
No, let's talk about it. It's disgusting, but let's talk about it.
It's a heinous character trait, but
don't-
I'm here for you.
I didn't do anything.
I didn't do
Tell us
what?
more about it.
You didn't
there's
do
nothing
any
to tell. There's nothing to tell. There's nothing to tell. I feel like the last time I saw Josh, which was a long ass time ago, like 10 years ago, long ass time ago, he made some passive comment with his girlfriend and me there, like about like, whoa, I forget what he said, but he made some passive comment.
He told me you went up to his girlfriend and said, I'm a mechanic, but I want to pop that clitoral hood.
That's not just friendly conversation.
Apparently not.
That's not just making small talk with a friend's girlfriend.
And that's how
thought it was.
Declassified got canceled, guys. So
I like-
that was third season.
Josh did it?
I like to make friends' girlfriends feel comfortable. So.
Exactly. And I want my finger to
Wow.
smell like
What
fish.
the hell?
It is what it is.
I don't know. I did not steal Josh. I don't know.
You can't
But
trust
how-
anybody around Devon. Your
Because how
boyfriends
are
or
you?
girlfriends.
You can.
Now, how did you feel? Because I know he was kind of like our hero to a degree, too. So were you like crushed emotionally when he had...
No, I was just confused because it was in passing. He was in a car with her. It was like, yo, Josh, what up? And then he said something about like, don't steal my girlfriend. But he said it with a way that told me
Was it
some
like-
conversation
Maybe
has
he
been
mistook
had.
you for Mitchell Musso.
Dude, maybe. See, because Mitchell would steal a girlfriend.
He would do that.
I just
Mitchell
solved
wait.
it. I just solved it.
Okay, because he said that you got your Red Wings with his girlfriend in the green room at the KCAs.
What are Red Wings?
No, please, I don't want it. I don't want that.
Just
Definite.
kidding.
No.
I know what they are. I just wanted to hear you say it.
Well, they're sponsored by Red Bull. Wait, no, okay, he was on the show. And
Yeah, how
this-
was it having Josh on?
No, that's not what this is about.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. He's in the past now. You guys are front and center. He was saying how different his life would have been if social media was out then. Were you kind of in a bubble of understanding you're famous, but semi not having it? Like, what would you think
Yes.
your life was like if you had social media back then?
Josh as well as us, our era of Nickelodeon ended right as social media popped off. And every other kid who has had a Disney or Nick show, at least the lead of one, after us, social media was there, so their numbers are like massive. They caught the wave. Josh and us didn't. I think in some ways that's a good thing. In some ways, the level of like fame we were at allowed us to live
Just healthy enough.
anonymously.
Yeah, I'm not sure I could have weathered that. Honestly,
However-
I'm being straight up.
However, it was also hard, I'll say, to watch all my contemporaries continue to work in a way that I didn't, and it felt like I'm behind this social media thing, even though there's an entire generation of people who know the show, but we missed this thing, and producers really give a fuck about it.
Yeah.
I've definitely felt that.
Yeah, so it feels like I probably would have worked a lot more,
Yeah.
but I maybe would have been more fucked up as a person.
No, that's you would have.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Gone down.
We all would.
We all would have been doing drugs out of a toilet seat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
yeah.
I would have been there at the toilet
Right,
seat
right,
with
but
you.
it would have been in season 2, not like years later.
I'm glad you turned it around, though.
Right?
You know, most people don't, and it's sad, but it would have been a good story.
Yeah, but a lot of people do. Like, honestly, like getting sober has made me realize, like,
A lot to do.
yeah, the world's actually in kind of a cooler place than I thought it was. Not only because I'm better, but like going in and consistently seeing, like, for a year and a half now, like people being in there with the same intention and always leaving on a higher vibe.
Yeah.
It's like important. Just people coming together and doing that for a fucking hour. Like,
Well, I
that's
think
it.
it's very communicative because people don't understand. Like, people come from the outside that haven't been through that are like, oh, you should do this, you should do this. Why aren't you doing this? But when you're with those people, you understand. You're on the same wavelength. Finally, people get it without feeling they're preaching to you.
Yeah, you don't have to feel like you have to explain your progress or why you feel a certain way or like why you just feel shitty about it today. Oh, well, did you do your shit? Blah, blah, blah. It's like they just fucking hold space and you hold space for them. Like you're not trying to impress anybody with you when you're there. Like everything's just very honest. Like it's not for anything except right there. Like make yourself feel better right here without any shit. You know?
Yeah.
And like that shit that you read is really amazing. And those promises have kind of become like this goalpost in life that I strive towards, which is just kind of like peace of mind and peaceful financial relations. Like everything will fall into place. And sometimes this shit is being achieved quickly and sometimes it's being achieved slowly, but we will always accomplish it if we work for it.
Yeah.
And that's what I always think. Sometimes quickly, sometimes slowly.
And the amount of people I know who have like recovery as part of their past or present, like it's a lot. It's a common thing. And what's crazy is I'm sure at times it felt like it was going to be for fucking ever that you'd be trapped in the cycle. But you actually have there's so much life once you're fucking through it. There's so much
Yeah, I was
goodness left.
I was like in and out of the program for like 5 years before it actually stuck. So it was like very, very arduous to like keep going back. But they, you know, they say once you go to one AA meeting, like you can't ever really drink the same without it unless you're kind of a complete sociopath. Because like what they say in there is like so simple, and it like hits you at this place where like, this is what I say about AA. It's like this, and then let's stop talking about this shit. It's like this, like it's a palm just ready for you. Like it doesn't reach for you, and it doesn't close its grasp on you. It's just always there, and it's up for you to like show up and meet it, you know? And that's what I really appreciate about it. Like it just holds a standard, and it's never going to converge to your mood, you know?
It's been badass for us to watch, like, because I've stayed in touch with Lindsey through the years.
Through all the goods and bad, I would call you, Devon. I'm gonna fucking die.
You
I
asked.
would be like, I know.
I'm like, I know, baby, I know,
but I'm busy.
No, never.
I'm joking.
Like, and I know you made the joke, like, oh, so you were more fun back then. No, the answer is fuck no, dude.
A lot of tears.
No, it was sad. It's like sad. I'm watching my childhood friend like in a cycle that I can't do anything about. All I can do is check in when we're in the same place and just be like, I love you, dude. I get you. Like, fuck. And all the time I was always just like, man, I hope she gets the fuck out of this. Like, I hope she makes it through this because I love this person. Yeah. So yeah, it's been fucking rad getting to be homies again.
All right, let's get the fuck off of that.
New combo.
New combo. Yeah, Dan was like, fuck this shit.
Okay, yeah. What, we're talking about being kids on a TV show? Tell us about that.
Wait, did you guys stay pretty close throughout, even after the show?
We tried. I mean, like our own
On
thing.
and
Like,
off, yeah.
Dev and I were like a little bit tighter. It was like, you know, brother.
I peeled off.
Thing.
Yeah.
These two, you know, they had their dating thing. So
Yeah,
they
we dated last season of Ned's, and dated is like a fucking casual term. No, like we were each other's first loves outside of Ned's, like the end of Ned's, and then for a year after, and then when we broke up, that's like a huge fucking thing. So
Who did it?
Yeah,
Now, would you guys have hooked
left.
up despite the storyline of Ned and Mose?
for sure.
think so?
100%.
Are you kidding me?
Just wondering.
I had a
since we're
crush on
that.
Devon
From day
before I
one.
even knew we were all
Yeah,
cast.
because we have that old photo
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
you signed for him.
Who was the one that kind of initiated the, hey, I got feelings,
There
butterflies?
was no conversation. We just
Oh.
made out.
Oh, come on,
We just
guys.
fucking made out, dude.
Keep it
Make
cordial.
it
huh?
juicy. Make it
It
juicy.
had been 3
Were you holding the
years.
camera, or were you just not in the room?
That was a couple times later. Yeah.
Gotcha.
They brought
No,
it
he
up.
was listening through his dressing room.
No, it really was.
They're having so much fun in there. I didn't know what sex was at the time. I was asexual.
There was 3 years of flirting and sexual tension, and then
I
one
literally
day
don't
we
even
just
remember. We
fucking
were just
did it.
in the dressing room and we just started making out.
It was hot.
And I remember you on top of me. I was like, your body weight.
That's what you said? That's hot.
No, I didn't
Okay.
say
it. She thought
In my
it.
head, I
Nice.
thought that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, was that the first time you'd had someone's body weight on top of you? I guess
Probably.
that kind of
Well, I mean, in that capacity, like, yeah,
that capacity. It was
I mean,
it was
yeah.
heavy. It was heavy.
definitely. Dude, I definitely did not, like, date.
Turn up.
Yeah.
No, I didn't date.
That's great. I love it.
Beautiful. I feel bad for you. What were you doing during the time?
You know, I had to go find my own little, you know, things on set. I kept myself occupied.
He drilled a hole in one of the sets.
No, it was crafty. Daniel was eating.
Yeah, I was just eating at the time. Yeah, that was my pleasure. Yeah.
Listen, that's a beautiful pleasure.
I mean, it works, you know. It's safe.
Yeah.
It's safe.
But yeah, so Daniel and I stayed in touch over the years. We made music together for a little while,
for sure.
and just like hung out. Like you'd
Yeah,
come to my parties, like,
bro.
and
He
we
used
would
to
just
throw these ragers at his crib, man. He had the Hollywood sign like right outside. We would go up on the roof, bro. It was lit. So we definitely stayed in touch for a long time. I don't know when we. Like, it was a long drive from Long Beach up to you. So
sometimes like it was just like geography, and then just like life, just different cycles. You went to college. Like,
yeah.
So Daniel and I kind of like
high
went
schools.
in and out of each other's lives, but always like in touch and like loved each other.
What'd you go to college for?
Linguistics. Initially international business, but I ended up getting my bachelor's in linguistics.
Great. And you're using that?
No worries. No one uses it.
Wait, why did you adios your business thing?
Well, linguistics it stood out a little bit more to me because I've always been about communication and just bridging those gaps with people.
Yeah.
And I loved figuring out ways to prevent people from being ostracized from getting their point across. And I just loved language. And I did a study abroad in Spain, and it just made me go ahead and follow through with it. So.
And he's lying. He does. you don't use it in a professional capacity, but
Oh my gosh.
No, yeah, motherfucker speaks a little bit of every language.
It's so incredible.
And he's speaking to Ned's was huge in Latin America. It's huge with Latinos. So Daniel's able to like speak some Spanish at them on our social media and like
at them with them.
With them, right?
You know, and include like that community that like loves Ned's.
Yeah, so that's a great aspect of, what we're doing with the pod, reaching out to our fan bases, but then also me using linguistics to actually reach a fan base that typically would feel like they can't join. Yeah,
Right.
But like minus the technical aspects of the linguistics thing, like it has also given you this perspective as like a mediator. Like what has it done for you, like in your perspective in the world?
I do agree with that statement. I really feel like we can all benefit from trying to, give people the best chance to convey their perspective and then have understanding and make the world a better place for everyone involved. But if people aren't able to speak up and share their perspective, we'll never be able to help. And you can't help everybody, but you can at least let every thought be heard and then move towards a more progressive society. Yeah. But yeah, and I just left Sierra Leone to, do like 3 music videos out there. So arranging a Nigerian company to come in and make sure that I can direct the way that I need to, mixing with the Sierra Leoneans as well, a couple French people that were on the staff as well, just being able to conduct business with all these different skilled people who may have only the difference of communication, and being able to bridge that gap is something beautiful to me. I love it.
So badass, dude.
Good job. Good job.
Right?
I'm just glad somebody did something with their life.
I know.
I still feel like a dropout, though.
Come on, I fulfilled the stereotype. One of the 3 of us had to do that.
No,
It's true.
Yours is my favorite story so far.
It's more fun.
When you were, I guess, how much of an, you had such a big fan base, such a big show, obviously. Was the ego, did you ever notice it when you were younger, or did any of you be like, I'm a little different now, or?
I was so depressed after we broke up that I was just trying not to. And
No, go ahead.
No. I was just trying not to like fucking die.
Hell
like
yeah,
I
brother.
literally every day was just like go through a phase, go through a haze. I don't know. And then I booked Aliens in America, so I got to leave and go to Vancouver, where I found cocaine the last fucking week I was there.
There's a lot of
And-
snow
Shout
up
out
there.
Vancouver.
Cocaine filled the void.
Right,
Nice,
cocaine
nice.
definitely filled the void, but that work also was like I felt like the universe was like, no, you have a chance. But yeah, I found drugs. Then after that, what the fuck were we just talking about?
He asked it. We're talking about your childhood. No, we're talking about he asked
Just
it.
having fans
Any
and
of
like.
us had an ego.
So my fucking point, Jesus. So my
We
fucking
get it. You did coke.
No. So my point is, my ego was so wrapped up in like it wasn't the ego in the way that you'd think it was. Like it wasn't when I'd walk into places. In fact, when people would approach me, it would feel like, oh my God, like a breath of fresh air from the fucking fugue state that I felt like I was constantly in, like emotionally, and then obviously drugs on top of that. So no, I didn't feel the ego in any of that, and I feel so humbled when people come up to me. And I'm sure I have ego moments in certain places, but I definitely that's not what I lead with, and I don't think that's ever really, like a self-hatred and an ego comes out like when you're doing drugs, but it was never directed outwards.
Yeah. Especially on the show, I don't think we had a very egotistical cast.
It doesn't even have to be negative, but did you notice? It's like, oh, my life. When was the moment where you're like, my life's
I think
different
that'd be
than
more
other,
you, dude.
than other kids,
Oh, but you feel like Dev?
Well, because like he went to fucking Germany and accepted our award without us.
Well, there was that.
Hey,
I had a straight dream that you won a fucking another one last night.
hell yeah.
And I was like,
Tonight, she's still
Hell
not
fucking
over it.
yeah.
I'm still not over it.
I don't want to be this
I
guy,
did.
but you went to. He's the only one with blue eyes on here. Like,
Oh, and his last name was
Kaiser. I'm German.
I went with Josh Peck. It was me and Josh
that's
Peck,
where you got his
by the way.
girlfriend, huh?
Yep.
Overseas, I like it.
Yep, swooped
you.
overseas.
It was actually a mail order bride trip, and
Yeah,
it just
Josh
happened.
Josh and I went to London and Germany for some like European Kids' Choice Awards. It was badass.
Yeah, like in those moments, is it hard to, I don't know, relate to other kids or?
No, I had a weird blend of both this like, hey, I have a show on Nickelodeon and like people know me, and I would go back to Georgia and like go to school where I'm from and like
Wait, what part of Georgia? I didn't know this.
I'm from outside Atlanta, Fulton County.
I used to live in Gwinnett for a while.
Yeah. I used
a
to go
big
to
deal.
Gwinnett Mall.
Well,
I know
I used to
what's
work
up.
at the Outback Steakhouse in Swanee.
Wow, dude.
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
You could have got a bloomin' onion from me. You don't
Wow.
even know it.
Could've.
Dude.
Blew
It's
it.
whatever.
Wow.
Not a big deal.
How
I'm
old
just
are
a
you?
big deal. 27. What about yourself?
32.
Huh.
I would have missed you.
Yeah, I would have been 8.
Yeah, you would have been a fucking child, dude. Shut up.
See, I knew you were different.
Shut the fuck up.
There's
This
the
is
ego.
my podcast.
You can have it, please.
Yes. So I don't know. I guess it was there, but I think I was constantly getting humbled by life. Like I thought after Ned's, like my career, just the doors to my Oscar are just gonna open, you know? And that very quickly became apparent. Oh fuck, like that's not happening and I need to go learn how to act. So like I feel like life just kept humbling me.
Oh yeah, life does that.
I also had that feeling when I got onto Aliens in America. I was like, oh shit, I got to learn to act from these people. Like, cause I didn't really have a craft. We were just kind of like having fun,
Yeah,
and
there was no
everybody
craft.
was better than me. So I was just
Yeah,
like, okay,
there was no craft.
just observe.
Yeah, I like went and like learned shit, and just Ned's in particular always felt like an underdog at Nickelodeon.
Oh, yeah.
So it never felt like we were having like the fucking red carpet rolled out for us. It always
Oh my
felt
God,
like
yeah, it's
it
like-
always felt
Oh, we
like
might have some
wait,
space.
we're at the Kids Choice Awards and they put us in the fucking nosebleeds. Like we have a show that's doing great. Why are our seats on the fucking ceiling? Like
do I feel like I'm being
so we got humbled all the time.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. The ego I think was in check.
At least you didn't have to deal with like the feet guy. That's good.
Oh, Dan Snyder?
Yeah.
I mean, but then we would have.
Wait, he was into feet?
Would have been propelled a little bit more.
Where you been?
Yeah,
Wait, that was what it was?
That was yeah.
See, I don't
Yeah,
know the
very
details. I
Tarantino.
don't know all the details of this.
Yeah.
Dan
I can't
Snyder
win. Neither can anybody else, and that fucking sucks.
Yeah.
thing. Yeah. So-
That's what I was gonna bring up. When I was listening to your guys' podcast, you guys I feel like have a very rare case in which you look fondly back on
Yeah.
your time. Whereas like there's stories coming about from like Zoe 101
Oh, yeah.
or Jeanette McCurdy coming out
Yeah.
about like Sam and Cat. It was like I thought that was so interesting that you guys look back and Scott Fellows, like
Scott
you talk
Fellows, yeah.
so highly
Oh
about
Yeah,
him.
yeah. on
my
the show.
gosh, it is like a supernova explosion of like my time in
Of
this
goodness.
of goodness
Yeah.
and my time in this. Like it was the most perfect start to
Yeah.
this whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
And even though it personally ended like very painfully, professionally, like it's
was
just
beautiful.
unmarred in my memory. It's like
Yeah, and
innocent and perfect.
it seems rare now. We're not the only child
Yeah.
shows
Yeah.
who had a good experience.
No.
but Zoe and Sam and Cat all happen to be from the same producer.
Yeah,
like,
producer.
Yeah.
all of that is coming from the same.
That's true.
Culture.
Bakery.
Yeah, the same bakery.
And
if you
here's the
will.
other thing, like
But like Wizards. I know Jen Stone from Wizards is a friend of mine, and she has their rewatch pod, and like they had a great time on their set. You know, there's
Yeah.
other sets who had this.
Did you ever talk like with your kind of like Nickelodeon co-stars
Yeah.
about that?
Not about the difference of our set cultures. We would all like overlap and see each other.
Well,
at
now,
events and shit.
I would talk with like Kyle Massey over at. Was he on Corey in the House at
Yeah,
that time?
yeah,
Or
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a Raven, and they
Chris
were-
was on Zoe,
It
and
was
Kyle
it
was
was
on.
a much colder set. Whenever I would go and
Dude,
visit those
dude,
guys, I'm like,
yes.
wait,
Really?
this how y'all living?
Dude,
this is
yes.
rigid.
Like
No,
it kind of
no.
felt like corporate or like
Yes,
super
Okay.
and
sure.
dude, no, that's so
Classist
true.
even. I was saying certain aspects.
Really?
ooh.
I visited that set too. I visited Corey in the house once too, and I agree. The feeling was just, it was just
Cold,
like
yeah.
cold. It was just like they're all just doing their business. Our set was a fucking
Yeah,
party.
everybody. Yeah, for sure.
There was so much fun happening on our set at
Yeah.
all times. Like, yeah, that set, I was like, why is it so quiet and why is no one talking to one another?
Yeah,
God,
in
that,
the
that happened to me on Suburgatory. I was like, these are all really funny people, but
No one's talking.
to
at all.
oh my God, this is awful.
It's strange how that can
It,
happen.
it was so business like everybody has that goal of just trying to get ahead. We were there to make good content
and connect with each other
yeah.
and the audience. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm sure they might look back on it fondly, you know. But I think we had something special for sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
100.
Were you guys ever actually, did they ever approach you for a reboot?
Of course not.
No, the answer's no, Zach.
That's a hard
Is there
no.
anybody we can fight?
No.
We
The
can
answer's
fight
no.
people, but we can't.
It's a
we won't get
faceless.
anything. We won't win it.
It's a faceless corporation.
Can't take on anybody more than the man in the mirror.
There we go. You okay?
I need to go.
I need to go home.
They didn't shut their toilet.
Liquid IV. You ever heard of it?
Look me in the eyes. Look me in the eyes. Oh, yeah. You ever felt dehydrated? It's festival season. You know what that means? Oh, you're gonna be in the hot sun, not feeling hydrated. You ever played a sport? You ever even taken a walk around your block in heat? Liquid IV is a little packet you can dump in your drink, and it gives you 2 times the hydration of normal water. And you're like, Zach, is this magic? Is this? No, it's not. It's science. It's literally the best thing you could ever put in your drink to get rehydrated. I'm so mad when people don't use this product. Do you use it?
Do I use it?
That's
Are you
the
kidding
question.
me? Of course I use it. You can use it after like you said, the sports or whatever. I tend to use it after a long night out.
What? Like with women?
No.
When you're performing? You go a couple rounds? You ever gone a couple rounds? You feel a little tired? Yes or no? Why? Don't smile. This is about Liquid IV, not you.
We're not-
You make everything about you.
We're not putting.
We're not talking about man.
You literally said with women going a couple rounds.
Yeah, have good conversation. First of all, women are not objects. Second of all, Liquid IV is the best.
No, I'm talking about like a long night out of partying, right? You wake up in the morning, you're not feeling yourself.
Hangover.
You're feeling hangover, as some might say. You're feeling dehydrated, okay? Liquid IV, you get 5 essential vitamins.
You hear that?
No, don't do that into the mic. Zach, stop
That's
that.
greatness personified. Well, onomatopoeiad? I don't know the word, but you should get this.
That sound is 5 essential vitamins and 2 times the hydration, and that'll get you feeling right after too many tequila sodas.
Oh, Zach, does it taste good? Does this sound like it tastes good? How about examples? Sea berry, strawberry lemonade, Concord grape, lemon lime, pina colada, tropical punch, watermelon, strawberry, passion fruit, guava, acai berry, etc.
I'm drinking the strawberry lemonade right now.
And is it delish?
It's fantastic.
Oh, good. Okay, now on to a promo code. And guys, if you skip this, I'm going to literally lose my mind. Use this promo code, go buy the product. They're nice enough to sponsor this episode, so the least you can do as a viewer is go, all right, I shouldn't be threatening. Please go use this promo code. Jared, what is it?
Grab your Liquid IV in bulk nationwide at Costco, or you can get 20% off when you go to liquidiv.com and use code Dropouts at checkout. That's 20% off anything you order when you shop Better Hydration today using promo code Dropouts at liquidiv.com. That was
Use
so
it.
close to the camera.
Liquid IV. When you feel dehydrated, it helps.
Thank you, Liquid IV.
Guys, it's happening. The greatest day in human history. We, us, you, I, you, I owe you. We started a Patreon. Oh, say it ain't so. We're monetizing our audience. We're using them to obtain wealth. Okay, that's one way to look at it. Another way to look at it is you're getting extra content from these sweet, sweet boys. I'm going to be honest with you. I wouldn't pay $5 a month to see Jared, but I'd pay $10 a month to see more of me, so it cancels out. All right?
The math is there.
We started Patreon. Get in there. If you don't subscribe, we'll physically fight your family.
No, none
Hold
of
them
the
at gunpoint.
threatening.
Why not?
If you don't,
It works.
If you don't subscribe,
Someone has a gun to your mom's head. They say do a backflip. Are you going to try your best to do a backflip?
Okay, you got me
Subscribe
there.
to your Patreon or,
All right, the Patreon. If you don't subscribe,
we will shoot.
No.
Why?
You're going to be missing out on a bunch of extra content, like a free bonus episode every month.
Your brain against the walls.
Zach.
If you don't, it's threat.
We have an after-school special where we keep the cameras running, or we film a separate thing for about 15 to
There
20
will be no
minutes.
children involved.
Thank you for that.
Guaranteed.
We have a private Discord where you can chat with us directly and build a community, chat with other Dropouts fans.
Oh, and we have stuff going to be there that we can't even tell you about. We don't want to tell you about because keep it a secret. And don't tell too many people. We're not letting everybody in, all right? Can you keep it between us?
We're going to be doing a live Q&A every month.
Allegedly.
Actually,
As if we die, obviously.
You can talk to us, ask us questions.
If we do die, feel free to unsubscribe to it. But as long as we're living, we'd appreciate the support.
You also get early access. We'll post the podcast a couple days early, and it's ad-free, so you don't have to listen to us.
And I'm doing a conversation with my dad on the Patreon.
Are you? No.
Yes.
Yes?
For the audio listeners,
No.
I'm shaking my head.
Yes. No.
No. Sorry for the hostility in this. We were really trying to jazz up the Patreon and hopefully give you a reason to subscribe. But with that said, back to the show. Okay. No. Trust me. I think if we bring violence into this, maybe we can get it done.
No,
I mean, that seems to be the answer
Why
here.
not try it
the
out?
answer.
Why
It's
not
never
try
the
it?
answer.
Right?
He gets
No.
it.
No, yeah.
Do not go to the dark side.
What we've
I'll
been
sway
doing
with the
hasn't been
majority.
working, Devon.
Yeah, we know.
to the dark
Whoever
side.
you're around, you're hanging out with, you know? Yeah, you're some of your peers.
Yes.
So the dark time, let's get over it, huh?
Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. That was after he broke your heart? You broke her heart? Come on,
We
kid.
broke each other's.
We broke each other's heart, and it was sort of like my friend told me about it, so then I had a different view of him, and then my other friend like was still talking to Devon, and I was like, I just like fuck all of you guys. But it was also bringing up feelings that I had like first discovered in life. Like I also have, I don't even want to go into this, but like yeah, it just hit me fucking hard, and I started hanging out with the wrong people to start to heal from that, and went in the wrong direction.
When did you come together again, though? Like when it was like, oh, this is okay. We can be friends.
Well,
We were never not friends.
yeah.
Well, not, you know, like the
Yeah,
weirdness. I'm just trying to get how you guys got back to the podcast, but in a longer way because we got to talk to fill up time. You know?
Right? No, 100%.
You know how it goes.
I don't know. It's like we never weren't.
I definitely
in
hit you up
contact.
that I was back, and then like a year later, you were like, "Do you want to get lunch?" And I was like, "Who is this?" No. But yeah, then we got lunch, and then
We would just catch up every couple years.
yeah,
Nice.
And then the podcast just, we were already still kind of reconnected. We were all kind of in touch at that time.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I don't know.
yeah,
A
'cause-
friend of mine reached out and said,
We
Yeah,
were-
we worked on film together. I was
Yeah.
a producer on this project with one of my other co-stars from this Disney show, Zeke and Luther. His name's Hutch Dano. But yeah, she came and just blessed us by being a part of the film.
oh my gosh, Daniel called, and I was like, "He loves me." So I was like, "Dude." For sure. That was such a great experience and time. And I love that we got to share that. And my favorite part of that experience, though, was it was up in Big Bear and Daniel gave me a ride. And I was kind of like nervous because I was like, fuck, an hour and a half. Wait, what the fuck? Were you feeling that too?
Yeah, like I barely know this motherfucker.
We fucking spoke like nonstop, like there and back. And like, it makes me not emotional, but just with joy because it, like, I don't know, like that's when I really was like, oh, fuck, yeah.
There was a connection.
Daniel,
I was like, just mentally, I was like, yo, she rock together, man.
It's almost like we like grew up together or something.
Yeah.
I know her.
But just like similar, like it's just similar, you know, similar. So much respect for
Yeah, we
Daniel.
talked about so many
None for Devon,
scenarios.
but so much for Daniel.
Okay, you got me.
Yeah, it was a good time.
I'm fine.
Yeah, I get it.
I'd rather not.
No,
Thanks.
trust me, I would never talk to you again after this
Perfect.
podcast. I'm using you guys to
Perfect.
fulfill nostalgia and fill my views.
You might get 3
As
extra
soon as
views
I'm
right
out,
now.
Were you guys? Hey, your guys' first podcast.
Oh no, it's doing some other
Exactly.
stuff.
Were you? I mean, I don't think you should be surprised, but were you surprised? Like, wow, are the reception's there?
They've always been there though. We know the fan base is there, but to go out on our own and try to reach them instead of trying to use a big machine behind us, there was a little bit of apprehension, like, oh, you know, how will it work out? But I mean, it's there, and we're trying to make an honest connection, and
Yeah.
I think people relate to it. So,
Wait, if you were to do a reboot, would it be about your storylines or new kids, and then you'd be the
fuck those kids.
Yeah.
It's about us surviving adulthood.
Yeah,
It's
go
about
ahead.
us
the best.
surviving as teachers. Done. I think it should still be set in the school. No, you want us to leave the
All
school?
of us are teachers? Yeah, nah.
What do you want to do?
Us like surviving
As
the
adults,
early
yeah.
20s in adults. That's the time of life that our audience needs tips on. It's
yeah.
not anything related to school anymore. Once you're out of school, fucking it's done and you don't even remember like what mattered.
Then
Then.
why do you keep going back to the middle school all the time?
That's you, and you're projecting.
Hey, one of them got held back, and she's 18. Kidding, everybody. Okay, you three. I'm thinking HBO. You know, you go Friends, but like darker, like
And full
really
frontal.
get into
Oh,
it.
you're going
if you want
darker.
to.
Oh, so like girls, but like Ned's reboot.
And the photo is just all of our assholes, like for the fucking photo.
Yeah. Well, we have a camera in the bathroom anyways. We already got that.
Perfect.
But
Good. Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah. This place used to be an Airbnb. There goes our sponsorship. What's up, Ned? Oh, sorry. I mean, Devon. You got this huge response.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, is it weird to be how digital used to be so looked down on, and now no one really cares? As far as like, I saw in your podcast, there's no hierarchy. It's pretty cool that you can kind of own your audience now rather than a network owning it.
Yeah. I mean, it's amazing. Digital is independence. I mean, and it's the world now. Some people don't even watch fucking TV. They only consume YouTube content.
It makes me sad though, just because like, you know, it's like a graduation from what I grew up with and the reason and what I thought being whatever I thought it was, you know, like being a TV star, being a movie star, and that dream and that idea has to evolve with the industry. And so that's been interesting for me to get on board with. But I think I have tried to embrace it in the ways that I can. Do I think that I'm doing it to the best of my ability? No, because there is still a little bit of, I don't want to fucking change, you know? Like, I don't want to go into this. I don't want to figure out like what these new rewards for this are. Like, I'm good at this one thing, and now, you know, and it's just kind of like a laziness there, but it's also just a real shift in the landscape of what you're doing and what you're going to put out. Like, the term actress it's not the same. No, it's not just that anymore.
Now.
Yeah. Well, no, because it feels like there used to be, at least like you say, a lot more talent based, and now it's a lot. To me, it feels a lot more formulaic where, okay, we need these numbers because we're not competing with just this other 5 channels anymore. We're competing with TikTok. We're competing with
everything.
Like every way you can consume with your eyeballs is what they're competing with. So it's like we have to have these people that can't act, but they have a lot of numbers in here, and that dilutes the quality. But so I think that's just a wild landscape we're in.
But there's still great shit being made. And the cool thing is you do all of it at once. None of it, nothing hinders anything else.
What I do think is it's a nice level playing field for a lot of talented people who will not otherwise
100%,
have a voice.
yeah.
TikTok in particular.
Incredible.
Is amazing.
Yeah.
People's talent is able to actually come through where they
even
wouldn't have
talentless
access.
people like Jared and I, like we were able to.
Even you.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Make your mark. Carve it out.
Consistency.
Carve it out.
I mean, Alyssa, you'd be on the streets if we didn't have TikTok. And that, I mean, you're there on Tuesday nights anyway, but it's not a big deal if anybody's not busy.
What I've been loving about the podcast has just been having something to connect with this audience on. So like, Ned's has been around for fucking ever, and this audience, we know. Like I get messages from them. I see them in real life. People loving the show. Having a podcast, having actually something to connect with them on. Like, look, I would have loved to have been on other shows where I could just be like, oh yeah, Ned's is part of my past. Sadly, that hasn't happened. So Ned's is very much a part of my present. And actually having something, like now when someone recognizes me out, before the podcast, I'm not gonna lie, the last couple years when someone like recognized me out, I'm like, yep, still Ned.
You let them know that they were annoying you.
No, not at all. They don't annoy me. No, it's not. That's not
you're
that
that
ever.
person.
I'm so nice to people. What are you talking about?
Why are you giving me this tone right now? That's exactly what I'm talking about.
I'm like, no, dude. I'm nice to everyone, but it would sting a little bit this late into my life of like, yep. I'm still Ned. You still know me from Ned. I still haven't found something else that you know me from. So there'd be this like bittersweetness to it. Now there's just a sweetness. I'm like, hey, check out the pod.
Seems like it.
Devin's nice to all of his fans. I'm saying that.
Yeah, just not Lindsey.
He has a terrible tone with me, and I can't stand it.
I gotta keep her in check.
What is it about her that makes you want to?
Everything.
Yeah, I get
You know what I mean?
No, I get
You know
that.
what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
You already felt it. She
I
talked
felt
about your toilet.
And that was disgusting.
Alyssa.
Usually Alyssa has a mic and she can give it back to us, but it's wonderful that you don't. So we can just be a male.
Is there a camera on
white
you
male
too?
that hurts you.
Oh, you're
she
just
refuses to be on camera. That's by her own choosing.
you're just in the void. You're just the voice in the distance.
Yeah.
I like that.
Oh my gosh, you're the cutest void that ever was.
Right? So photogenic.
You're
Right?
like you should have seen my void back in the day. It was a lot
It
different.
was gaping. Gaping.
You have a gaping void though. Jared experienced it, no?
Holy shit.
Oh my
Jared.
This recurring
Oh
joke.
my gosh.
Is it a joke or is it love
know.
that refuses to be made?
It's a joke.
Wow.
All right, guys. Can we make it
Wow.
about them again? I'm sorry for Jared.
Okay.
How are they going to have a conversation after this? You made it so awkward for these guys.
Well,
Yeah, that's like in like middle school when people are like, "Oh my god, you guys like each other," and then nothing can happen because you've ruined it.
Because
for
you don't
them.
know that you have a dick yet or a vagina. Like,
'Cause it's
you don't
middle
really
school.
know.
which one did you
You
have,
don't
Jared?
really know,
Say, which
right?
one did
You don't
you have?
really know what you're supposed to do with it,
That is true.
right?
Wait, does he know what
idea.
he's
My
doing
first
with
few
it?
experiences, I was like, well, what do I do with this feeling? I just go, oh, I don't know.
Yeah? You just like
I was just like,
You just kinda
oh.
growled,
I was
just,
like, what is this weird? I don't know how to satisfy it. I'm just gonna like sit here. I'm not sure.
soaking. Were you Mormon?
Oh God.
Well,
What?
Well,
Jesus Christ.
I'm trying to know about her past. Sorry
I'm
that I
just
care.
saying I didn't realize what to do with all of that at that point.
Exactly.
Prepubescent.
Oh, prepubescent.
Prepubescent.
I would have never brought up soaking if we were talking. I thought this was post.
Yeah, you make a lot of underage jokes, huh?
God.
Well, when you're the sum of who you hang out with.
What the fuck,
Look
dude?
at that.
Wow.
Hey man,
insane.
come on,
You
dude.
see the way he just deflected that right
I know.
to you?
He's like
Hey.
a fucking riot shield. It's
Crazy.
insane.
it's never his fault, is it?
No.
Untouchable.
Oh, no.
No.
You must be a blast to date.
Oh, actually, no. I'm very compassionate. Yeah, this is all an act to
Get views.
get views.
Do you
Really?
know his ex-girlfriends? Can you vouch for that? I bet they hate him.
He knows that you have their bones buried in the backyard. That's not
Exactly.
funny. That's not funny.
Oh man, if you guys only knew the
Wait,
context.
wait.
I know.
What's the
There's-
context?
Oh,
Yeah, tell me now. I need to know.
There
Give
used
me
to
all
be-
the context.
There used to be a third member on this show.
Wait, there was a
Stop.
Tell us
third
about
dropout?
that. I kind of saw some stuff about that. I was wondering.
Oh, did you? It was only on People magazine.
Wait, third dropout, whom you dated.
What did you do? What the fuck
Jared,
did you do?
Can
What's
you
the
vouch,
story?
vouch
Is there
for me on this
litigation?
at least?
Well, I can pass you along to episode 141 of our podcast.
Oh, that's
41,
recent.
6 episodes.
That's
This
recent.
was recent.
Yeah.
Wait, this just happened?
We talked about it on the podcast, like the breakup and whatnot. Yeah, feel free to
Where
listen.
is she? She got fired.
She's in.
No, she
she's
took a step away because filming a podcast
With your ex is
with-
unhealthy.
Yes,
It's
exactly.
gotta be, yeah. What?
well,
And who and
Exactly. Different. I almost.
We were
I only,
children.
We were 15. I only
It
put
was
you in the
yesterday.
lowest point of your life. It's way different. I know you're only.
It's way different.
I know you're only doing this to get me back. It's way different. Yeah.
holy shit. I love this. So you ruined it.
What's up,
because
man? We're interviewing
you're
you.
a dick, huh?
did you ruin it?
Jared.
All right, Alyssa, you're over there. You
She's
look like
agreeing.
you know
Alyssa.
something.
So
You can take my mic, girl.
Did she break your heart?
I think we just grew apart.
Okay.
Oh, that's a yes.
That's so sad. Jared's crying for you.
I
dude.
wish her absolutely nothing but
Oh my
the best.
God, he's having an emotional reaction over there.
amazing.
Holy shit.
You saw him
You
at some
fucked
low
her.
moments.
You fucked.
after.
Oh my God, this is so
wait,
sad.
Who'd you just say? Oh yeah, to?
He said you saw him at some low moments.
That's low moments. Yeah, because you're laughing.
You
Okay.
say
Yeah.
one more thing, I'm bringing out the Snickers story.
We'll get to
Jared
that
used
one
the
after.
Snickers wrapper as a condom.
It was the girl's idea.
Oh, where did you get this butterface, girl? Dude, what?
Butterface girl.
What?
We were kids. We were technically
You were
adults.
She was a kid.
What?
A Snickers
all right,
wrapper
I can't
is
with that.
not
Got
a
Snickers.
condom.
I know that
Different than
now.
Snickers.
Wait, so how could you have even gotten her? Like, what? How old?
Oh my god.
It was recent.
Hold on,
It was
hold
recent.
on.
It was
Wait, how does
Hold on,
he
hold
know?
on. We're coming back to you,
Yeah.
but is your dick a rectangle?
Do you think it would feel hotter to rubber band a condom or Snickers wrapper on there, have a little bit of Tansei on?
That's it. Alyssa, draw from memory so we know.
Now a Snickers, it's not that.
I had to
either.
open it
That's
like
what
a
I'm
bag of
saying.
chips. I had to open it. It was like this, and then you slid the Snickers out, and then you tear the side so you can hold on to it while you put it on. It was a whole
This
thing.
is an ordeal.
Yeah,
Maybe
let's
you
talk
get-
about this
hold
the
on.
rest of the
No,
podcast.
we're not
Hold on.
talking about
Did you
this.
make it?
Not me.
Hold on. Last question.
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Maybe. Did you make it to completion?
No.
Of
No.
course
Of
you
course
didn't.
not. Of
course
because
not.
you couldn't
That
feel
should have
anything.
been painful for her.
That was-
There's like those ridges at the bottom.
It was
of it, too.
terrible for
Yeah,
all
there's
parties
little, there's little
involved.
pokies.
And now I want to go
Back to
There we go. Right.
All right,
back.
so what?
Let's talk about your best friend
Let's,
who died, who you had
shut
sex
the fuck
with his girlfriend.
Wait.
Yeah, you guys keep
I
wanting to
can
go back
actually
there.
make. That actually, I can relate
So
with.
your co-host.
I can relate to that. I haven't done it,
cheated
but I
on
can
you?
relate.
This
That's
is
false.
devastating. So you're you're about to get addicted to drugs, huh?
He's on the
Yeah.
path.
I'm
he's
the
on the verge.
opposite, where I don't even drink or smoke weed, and I don't even drink soda, like or caffeine or at all. So I just get to think about it all the time.
How has
I
he
need to
been
hang
coping,
out with you for
though?
a weekend.
You know, how has he
Yeah.
been coping since this?
You got to teach me, like,
What's
you
he
got to
been
do
doing?
this and then this.
And
He has to
then
have been doing
this.
something.
Is there an
and then
AA for
de-escalate.
emotions, or is that just therapy?
That's called therapy.
AA is therapy.
emotions, but-
It's not. You go to AA for the thing that makes you drink, which is your shit.
Okay, can I just go then?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, let's
Okay.
go.
Well, speaking of drinking and coping, you know how he's coping?
Yeah.
He gets drunk at a Nickelodeon resort in Punta Cana. That's how.
What else is there to do in a Nickelodeon resort in
And
Punta Cana?
throws up in the bushes.
Okay, one time.
Sounds fun.
You go to a Nickelodeon
But yeah, why go
resort?
to a Nickelodeon resort?
Okay, with all the jokes we made earlier, this seems
Yeah,
weirder.
this
They
seems-
brought me.
does.
I was working Paramount. Paramount Nickelodeon brought me on to be
Okay.
be a consultant for a while, and
But not us, huh, guys?
Terrible.
Fucking not us.
remember, guys, if you guys would have got your social medias up a little quicker. So we went out there and I promoted SpongeBob, and then so they were all drinking every night, like getting blackout drunk at Nickelodeon. So I want to say that.
Fire.
And I never drank in my entire life, and I love bits. And so I thought at the last day we were there,
What a
everyone-
funny bit.
yeah,
Hilarious
no
bit.
one wanted to drink. They're so hungover. So I ordered 8 shots of tequila. I didn't know what it did to me.
First
found out.
he tried to pass it off as water because again we were all hungover, so we're dying of thirst. He's like, I'll go get some water, but he forgot to ask for tequila blanco, and so
I
it
know what it
comes
meant.
over
it's brown.
and it's just the
Dirty water.
same color as this can,
Wow.
and we're like, what the fuck? And he's like, okay, well it was supposed to be a bit, and then proceeds to slam all of the shots in like
First time though. First
Yeah.
time
Yeah.
drinking
I
ever.
started seeing sounds.
Wow, that sounds like LSD, my guy.
I
Wait. No.
She's like, I've been to this place
No. No, wait. So you had 8 of them lined up, like
the same time?
like at the same time.
There was 4, and then there were doubles.
Oh,
Yeah.
You just two.
Bing bong, bing bong.
that's
Yes.
not
And
an
then,
easy feat.
and then what did you take after?
Oh, I didn't
No
have
lemon?
a
I
chaser.
I feel like I can taste it.
Yeah. I could taste regret.
Yeah.
I will tell you.
Did you vomit? Sorry, I'm stunned.
Well, no, I was asking questions. I was like, when am I gonna know? And then they're like, the vision will start to be delayed. And then at one point I was like, yep, we're here. And
Did you black out?
no, I didn't black out.
He's big. He's a big guy. Eight wouldn't hurt him.
Yeah, it won't hurt me.
I mean, but for your first fucking
And
time?
all at the same time, no, it's gonna be rough.
No,
You threw it
they
up,
all
though.
went to
You
a
did.
restaurant, and I just sat outside. And I just remember I was accusing you of a lot of things.
like what?
Remember in the video I was like yelling at you? What was it? Not in a harsh way.
Dang,
Yeah, my
that's
God.
that selective
know.
memory
No,
protects you, eh? Hey.
I was like, I kept on saying, everybody, Jared made a pass on me, and I've never told anyone. And then Jared's like, and I didn't.
It was ridiculous. While I'm trying to like help him as he like can't stand up.
Oh, my least favorite moment was I used to work in like the service industry, and I just outside your home, you try to respect people obviously, and I threw up in the elevator. And
yeah.
I went to go back to see if it was still there, and they cleaned it. I just felt so bad they had to clean it up, but that was me.
And then a shower always makes me feel better when I have been drinking too much. And so I put him in the bathroom and I turn on the shower. I'm like, just get in here, stay in here, whatever, right? And so I go into the other room with our friends and we're talking. And it's been like an hour. And I go in and the shower's still running and I knock and I don't hear anything. And so I go in, he's not there. He left and went to the beach.
No.
I had to. The ocean was calling me.
Hey,
Yeah.
you
Was
gotta answer,
this
yeah.
recent?
This was in January.
Oh, this January?
Yeah.
Oh,
Depends
wow.
who you ask.
Post the breakup.
Post break, but
Oh.
this was more of the this was a
Was there a good moment? Do you recall the drinking fondly?
coconut head. What was his name?
He
Hates this.
He's like,
Zach
talking about
hates
something
this,
else.
and I love it because you've been an instigator the entire fucking hour we've been here.
Pretty
so
cool.
how
The
do
teacher
you
was
like
gay on your
it?
show, and no one talked about it.
How do you like it?
I love progression, huh?
Oh.
How do I feel?
I see the pain in your eyes.
I've never felt pain in my life.
And hey, brother, it's okay.
It is okay. We all have to go through it. Yeah, breakups
gonna
happen.
be
Was
okay.
that your
Breakups suck.
first? That wasn't your first girlfriend.
No, the other one, she might have married one of my good friends.
Holy shit.
It's not a big deal. It just happened. What about you? Any heartbreak recently?
Holy shit. So
mean,
you've had 2
it
serious
happens.
girlfriends in your life.
Yeah.
Wow. And they both broke your heart.
It depends who you. Yes.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
no,
That
hey,
actually
bro.
means you're doing it right.
Nah,
Good.
dog.
That actually means you're doing
Have
it
you
right.
ever been going out to the club
You
with him?
didn't do it.
Because you know what's
supervision?
worse than no heartbreak? It's just that relationship where you're just like,
Oh no.
I'm good.
No, I have a bit about this. So my mom, I grew up in Vegas, 10 years old. She moved me to South Georgia. She met a guy in eHarmony. He proposed in Margaritaville. That's all the basis information. I was in a town of 1,000, and the South, sometimes you accidentally date your cousin. And like people are like, ew, that's gross. Don't date your cousin. First off, they didn't know. And second off, when you have to break up by not being in love or nothing bad happening just because you're blood related, that's worse because you're in love, but you have to break up.
So sad.
So it's very, yeah.
Wow.
Anyway, you guys ever been with a family member?
I had a raging crush on my cousin as a youngster.
Oh, yeah, first or
and I knew
second?
it was wrong first.
Well, the percentage, we Googled the percentages. I wouldn't go that lane.
Oh, dang.
Wow.
What about you guys?
No.
No, good.
can't say
Good,
that.
good, good, good.
No, healthy.
Healthy.
Mine isn't unhealthy. It's just abnormal. And I grew out of it. I didn't have any brothers or a dad in the home, okay?
Yeah, you
I
couldn't
saw
fantasize
boys and I was
them.
like, what? I idolized all my uncles too. They were all cool.
Or did they idolize you? Let's be honest. Over to you.
Turn up.
When was your last breakup?
Last break.
No, Daniel, you be honest about what.
I can't be honest about this.
Yeah. No, you
Yeah,
cannot.
the last breakup for me would have been like 3 years ago. Yeah.
Are any of you guys currently?
That doesn't even, the math doesn't even work. It was
Dating
like
anyone?
5
The math
years ago.
does not
The math
math,
doesn't work.
motherfucker. The math does not math.
Yeah, I'm a private guy. Yeah.
Oh, as you should.
Oh
be.
wow, you're not going to divulge this?
But I've been, breakups happen, man. I just
Oh,
want you to
thanks,
know.
man.
See, he
No.
takes it back to like just.
Go out there. You're drinking now. You're really about
I'm not
to
drinking
really
now.
find
It was
some
once
nice-
in Punta Cana.
Oh, it's once. So you're
Yeah.
done drinking?
Unless you. Yeah.
So Daniel, are you dating anybody now?
Oh, yes. I actually am in a happy relationship right now. That's lovely.
Oh my God,
It's lovely. Yeah, I'll
This is
take a
for
hug.
you.
It hug.
This is for her. Give it to her too.
I'll give it right back to her.
Okay, good. Oh my God, that makes me so happy. Anywho, no pressure. Doesn't have to last. Nothing has to happen. But I think Daniel has just always just been like, and now he's like, you know.
I like to be myself. I don't like to.
What? No. Hold on.
what's
What
up?
were you like? Can I?
I was like, what were you like? No, wait, let her say it. Yeah,
No,
if you
he's
wanna
just like,
describe
oh,
it,
this fucking,
describe it.
oh, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you know, man, you know how it goes. Yeah. Like, I literally half speak in 2-word things, and they're like, yeah, no,
I don't talk much
and I'm
about
like, what is
relationships.
going on in your relationship? Like, what is happening? And all that half speak, I'm just like,
feel
okay.
I feel like people.
And then
Go ahead,
for
go
you to just say that one beautiful sentence was like, I felt so much power from that. Like,
Oh.
for you, for even me, like, I don't know. It's powerful.
That's good.
Very sweet.
I feel like sometimes people, and this could be whatever relationships you have, sometimes people can overly involve themselves in a relationship, and talk about themselves as if they are some other person as well. It's like, you are yourself as an individual.
Oh, the joint Facebook age.
That stuff, yeah, I'm not really into that. It's like gangs. Like, okay, they're bad because they make you do stuff in terms of what other people want you to do. And so I really respect and appreciate
I was
it.
about-
So you equate relationships
the
to being in a
gang.
gang?
Yeah.
I did it just now, yeah.
No, I'm
I don't
gang
know.
affiliated. No, you're in a committed relationship. You're not gang related.
Yeah, man. So
Yeah, I rep my family. You guys have the same last name because you got married. It's like, what do you mean? Come on. Well, good. I'm glad. I know gangs are bad now. I was about to get in one.
Right?
I was worried.
Their relationship on the pod, was it? Were you guys like super like lovey dovey the whole time?
We didn't
Did you
tell
not
anybody
talk about
until
certain
we
things?
talked about the breakup.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
How long?
Just like a year and a half or
Or
2 or whatever it is.
It's in the sweet spot.
so you're devastated. You're,
You're
devastated.
devastated.
No, you're Devon.
No, devastated.
Oh, there it is.
Listen,
Perfect.
man.
So what's going on the merch?
That's a deep wound. It's gonna take a while.
Yeah?
Yep. You're gonna be spinning on it for a while, but
How do I heal? Because you let your last one just kind of go by the wayside till
Yep.
she was ready. Do you mind actually helping me heal
Yeah,
this time?
man.
Maybe
Yeah.
performing a little stitch.
yeah. It's just time.
Does
Nice.
stitch mean oral?
It's just time. Bud.
right.
Form a little
It's like a
stitch.
little situation. What's
I
happening?
would probably be more damaged if you gave me oral fellatio. But
Wow.
if that's
Yeah.
okay,
You
I
never
don't wanna
know
do
until
that.
you try it.
Yeah.
Well,
Do you
Listen,
wanna blow me,
drill
man?
a hole in something.
Someone else, not me.
Because you'd fall in love immediately, and that
Yeah,
would
yeah.
be confusing.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. You won't blow me. I loved your guys' show when I was a kid.
Right. That'll do it.
That'll do it. What's our time? Okay,
We've done it.
we've pretty much done it. Do we have a last question for these wonderful
Last
people?
question.
I don't even think we talked about anything.
Oh, hold on.
That's perfect.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
didn't. Dang
That's
it.
so good.
Oh yeah.
Wait. I do want to say one thing.
I want to say one thing to you.
Fine.
Okay, sir? Just to bond with you, even though you did this as a full-blown adult. The first time I got drunk was also at a resort, not a Nickelodeon one, in Punta Cana.
Really?
Yep, but I was 14. So
Oh, 14.
I was 14.
You're much cooler than I was. or were you, or you were alone?
Excuse
were
me?
you with people when you got drunk?
He was 14. You better be.
Yeah, I was with Pete. What?
I'm just making sure it wasn't a real
just
sad
alone
story.
at a resort.
No, I mean, I definitely
Bring
would have
me
found the
another
alcohol and gone to a
margarita.
quiet room.
Fine.
No, I was with people.
We're gonna keep you here a little
Who
longer. to
was
talk.
the irresponsible adult that gave you the alcohol?
It was my older sister.
Vanessa, who now has spawned her own little Luna.
Yeah, little baby.
Yeah, like a baby.
But yeah, so we've both done that. We've both thrown up in Punta Cana. Am I right?
Yeah,
Hey, brother.
I could smell it. in
And
the
thrown
air.
up in bushes, am I right?
Yeah, you're right.
The
Dude.
bromance is strong over there now.
Was that a
It's
vaginal
beautiful.
bush joke? I just want to make sure.
Yep.
It was trying to get there.
Gotcha.
It went the long way. The freeway was fucking
Backed
stopped up.
Yeah.
405.
So we
You're-
had to take that neuron. Woo!
You're going down Laurel Canyon
Yep,
for that one?
yep, yep.
I got you. Before we leave, I forgot. Thank you guys for the dodgeball trick from the show.
Which trick?
Which
do you-
one?
Do you guys know, like, you throw the ball up and then you hit them with the
Oh, yeah,
Do you know how
Yes.
Distract them.
Do you know how many kids reference that when we were younger?
No.
That's great to hear. I used it in actual dodgeball
Hell
games. It
yeah.
works.
That's where that came
I know
from?
you get so serious.
Oh,
I
you
used
don't.
it.
You say you didn't know the show.
No, I didn't know that's where it came from, but I remember kids using
It
that
might have
when
been
we
a tactic
played.
that existed.
Yeah,
and we
but
just
like that's
embellished
where
it.
like
We
our
put it-
generation got the idea, you know? That's fascinating.
Hey, you're welcome,
That's just,
bud.
Well, somebody taught me once, end on a high note, and this has been lovely. Where can the people find you?
Find us. We have the Ned's Declassified Podcast Survival Guide.
Links
New
will be in
episodes
description.
Every Wednesday.
Every
I
Wednesday.
have my podcast Growing Up with Devon. New episodes every Tuesday. We're all on the socials. The pod's on the socials. We put crazy shit out. We got a
Yeah,
Patreon.
Ned's Pod on TikTok.
Ned's
That's
Pod,
where you need to
baby.
go. You can find us or just go that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know how to use
The
Google these days.
Patreon,
names.
you know what I mean? You know what a link is. Just, you know.
Yeah, you guys know how to
I
click
just
on
don't want to
links and
inundate
stuff.
you with crap. We're just here.
We're just here.
Yeah, if you
For
want,
you.
If you want to
Surviving
hear
adulthood.
And for us.
If you want to
It's
hear
like this nice circle.
more stories from our life, because what happens on the Ned's Pod is
Stays on the Ned's Pod. You'll never hear it.
lies. We talk about everything. Is it started like the idea was like rewatch pod, so we'll
Yeah.
rewatch episodes, we'll talk about episodes. But turns out we filmed those episodes 20 years ago, so we talk about the episode, and they're like 11-minute cartoon plots.
Yeah.
So we talk about the episodes for about 10 minutes every podcast, and then it's 35 minutes of us catching up as adults, telling stories from our lives, talking about farts and poops and sex and
Boners.
Sometimes helpful adbise. Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yes,
better than
we
that.
do try
Sometimes.
and give a helpful.
Knowing that you're not the
life
only
tip
one who
at
has
the
like
end.
fucking shit your pants is helpful.
When was your time?
Yeah.
Oh,
She goes,
it was during the drug time. I definitely took a shit outside in a Bank of America parking lot. I had to go. I was so excited.
You had to make a deposit.
I was getting money, and then I was like, I'm not gonna make it. And so I just did what I could.
Yeah, my last time was 2012, driving home from Burning Man. What about you? Last time you shit your pants as an adult?
I don't drink. I haven't.
I wasn't.
don't
I wasn't drunk.
You don't have to.
Hold on.
I mean,
I wasn't drunk.
She goes, okay.
Hold on. Don't judge me. I was fully sober.
I've already judged you.
and I wasn't high until, but then it was probably from the night before that I just had to shit. Anyway,
Yeah. I had a stomach bug and just getting to that door. Just,
Yesterday.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jared,
that's the time you were talking about it.
Jared, when you found out they were breaking up, you were like, oh.
Oh shit, there goes my career.
Yeah, pretty much.
Dang.
Oh no, it's over for me.
I never shit my pants as an adult, but I did shit in a ball pit on a Princess Cruise line as a child.
No follow-ups.
okay,
Oh,
good.
don't say as a child.
Ah, damn it.
Oh my God.
It
That is-
happens.
Criminal.
That might be top 3 worst places to
Wait,
shit.
did you drop your pants and do this thing?
You condemned that area the whole fucking rest of the cruise.
That is correct.
Every ball needing to be wiped individually.
And wait. Did
Oh,
you
sick boy.
did you tell the person or did somebody find it?
Nobody. I didn't tell a soul.
Oh my dude.
A kid definitely dove in there.
Yeah.
The amount of
Literally
E. coli that went around that cruise
Has had to
line.
fight E. coli for his whole life. He just has flare-ups. He has no idea why.
Oh yeah. Big
Alyssa?
dog.
Alyssa?
Last time you pooped your pants as an adult.
Oh,
Never.
God.
Dude, so
just
you're
like
a certified
together.
liar. She's
How
the first
lame,
certified liar,
huh?
guys.
Oh, so you're
Lame.
just an adult who can control her bowels.
Wow.
Good for you.
Do it right now.
I have stomach issues, but I can control my body.
Wow.
It's good.
And you're a liar. Perfect.
Always have been, always will be. If you stay till the end, make sure to send me a DM of you watching a piece of their work that isn't as Declassified and let me know how you like it. What should they watch?
I don't know. What do you got, guys?
For me, maybe I would say, Zeke and Luther. Skateboarding's cool. Learn how to skateboard. Break a bone. Why not?
Hell
Get
yeah.
one life.
Nice.
For me, I'm just gonna say what I hear least, which is Aliens in America.
Is that
It was on the
anywhere-
CW?
Can we find it?
I actually
anywhere?
don't know.
I think that's lost to the.
Wait, things can just be lost forever?
if they didn't syndicate
All right, then just
it.
go watch 10 Things I Hate About You. Jesus Christ.
I'm just wondering. I'd love to see.
gotta be
That's
on
a great
YouTube
show.
somewhere. It's gotta be on
Watch. I don't fucking know, man. What am I in? Do I
Santa
act? Have I had
Girl.
a career?
Santa Girl was a great movie. I liked
Santa
it.
Girl.
When I found Devon in Criminal Minds, you don't understand. I was like, I don't know. Like everything was, I don't know. Just for you to like pop up on there made me so happy.
You can watch me as a naked.
Wait, what about that one where
drug-
you were like, getting held
in.
hostage by like somebody or like
That was
a
Criminal
gun?
Minds. Held hostage. You can watch me as a naked drug addict in one scene of a movie called Crown Vic. I'm playing Lindsey.
Same guy that did.
Old Lindsey, past Lindsey.
Yes.
Same guy that did Rust, right?
Yep.
Look at me research. All right, guys. We'll see ya.
See
good
ya. Wow.
Bye.
Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah. Please do. There's another bathroom here too.
Great.